What the hell happened to my car? Hi, my name is Sonia Campos Ramos, and today I will be sharing with you a story about how I came out of my work shift and found my car bumper on the floor, while at the same time also informing you on the most states that have the most prone accidents, which states have the most uninsured drivers, what to do if you're in an accident, also informing you about hit and runs, and how to avoid a car accident. So, to start off, this is what happened with my car recently. So as you know, I work at a Del Taco, and most of the time I'm working from 4:30 to 11:30 p.m. at night. And so what happened was we had a coworker who was coming in who works a graveyard shift saying that there was a guy out there by the speaker in the drive-thru who was screaming at the speaker. And so we're thinking, no, there isn't, because the sensor never went off. And apparently, because this guy was driving a really elevated Chevy Tahoe, he actually wasn't on the sensor, and that is why we, inside the employees, we had no idea that he was out there because his car didn't hit off the sensor. And so right when we tried to take his order, he ends up driving off anyways. And so then he just comes up to the window, and me feeling bad, I go ahead and I give him a discount because we weren't there to hear him. His car didn't hit off the sensor for some reason. So after I take his order, he ends up ordering around $80 worth of food, but because I gave him a discount, it came down to $60, right? And so from there, I tell him to go ahead and just park straight down. We'll be out this food in a second, right? Because he did order a lot of food. And so next thing you know, my coworker, the one who told us about the guy that was screaming at the speaker, which is the guy whose order I just taken and also given him a discount on his meal, tells me that my car bumper's on the floor. And so I'm like, no. I was like, no, you're just messing with me. But because I'm paranoid anyways, I went out to the door and I looked. And yes, my car bumper was on the floor. And the guy who hit my car was the guy in the drive-thru whose order we couldn't take because his truck didn't hit the sensor. And luckily, he didn't drive away or nothing. And he's, being responsible about what he did in my car. But the thing is, I got almost all the information I needed but his car insurance. And so, now to inform you of how accidents that happened, I first like to start off by the accident-prone states. These are states that have mainly more admitted that they're the driver's fault, that have mainly taken responsibility for it. And at number 10, we have Oregon, number 9, Utah, then Nebraska, Ohio, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maryland, Maine, and finally Massachusetts. Now, these are the states that have the most prone accidents. And even a fun fact here in California, according to highway patrol officers, car accidents happen to be one of the leading causes of death here in the state of California, which is very sad to say. Now on to inform you about insurance, because at the same time, I didn't get that guy's car insurance information, and that led me to think that he didn't have any insurance at all. But the states with the most uninsured drivers are DC, Arkansas, Indiana, Washington, Alabama, Tennessee, Michigan, New Mexico, Mississippi, and as well Florida. And California actually happens to rank 13th out of 50 states with uninsured drivers, and that is 15% of drivers in the state of California are uninsured and don't have any car insurance at all. And that is according to II.org, and as well as in Certify for the top 10 states with the most prone accidents. Now, when it comes to hit and runs, according to the AA organization, there are over 700,000 hit and run accidents that happened in the year 2015 in the U.S. altogether. And as of 2016, 2,000 of those hit and run accidents were actually fatal. And California actually ranks the highest for hit and run accidents because of how much cyclists there are here in the state. Because almost in every city, not even every city, you even see cyclists on the freeways. And again, not many people are checking their blind spots, so therefore there's a lot of hit and run accidents for cyclists. And it's very sad to say. Now, here's what you should do if you are in an accident, according to State Farm Insurance, as well as AAA Insurance, and pretty much any other insurance company ever. Now, here's what you do if you're in an accident. 1, make sure that everyone's okay and just remain calm, and your safety is number 1. 2, call the non-emergency number and report that the accident has happened. Now, for me, the cops couldn't come out because no one was hurt in the accident, but If you are skeptical about them and not having their insurance like I was, be sure you tell them that they're trying to get away. That way they come out and put a full report in. Luckily for me, I got lucky that the guy owns a body shop, so my car is going to get fixed, and I'm also getting my windows tinted for free. And my family even joked like, "Hi, you should probably get your car hit more often." No. And also, what else you should do, again, try to get as much as information as you can. Get pictures of their vehicle, get pictures of the accident, get pictures of pretty much anything, the whole area, get pictures of their license plate, even their driver's license if they give it to you, which luckily the guy gave to me. And one, always remain calm again and go ahead and put in a claim with your insurance immediately. Now here are some tips on how to avoid car accidents. 1, avoid fast lane areas, scan the area ahead of you, always double check, make sure you check your blind spots, make sure you sit comfortably so that you have better control of the car. Also judge the driver by the condition of their car, which I know they say never judge a book by its cover, but if you see someone driving with a pretty beat up car and has dents in it, then you probably know to keep your distance from them just in case, they probably just don't know how to drive. Also know your car's limits, as well as like when you're turning into lanes, like know how far you need, how pretty much strong you need to turn or how less of it you need to turn. Make sure you keep your car in good shape, meaning with oil, new tires, up to shape, to avoid just pretty much an accident. And always be careful when driving at night, although it seems easier, but it's because it's harder to see at night. Maybe your lights don't work as well, so it's kind of harder for it to see the area. And also learn defensive driving maneuvers that you can actually learn at a driving school so that you know how to react if you see something ahead of you or how to avoid an accident. And that is my speech. Thank you.